Welcome, everyone, to the big matchup here tonight. It is a volleyball action on your Tuesday night of volleyball here on the NETSN. I am your host, Larry Pierce, coming to you live tonight from Shelbyville, the Dragon Slayer, as the Lady Bobcats of Gary are in town to take on the Lady Dragons here in a cross-district matchup. These two teams are in two different districts here. What did I do with my list? Here we go. It is the Shelbyville Dragons. They are in District 23 in Class 2A. And in Class 2A District 20, it is the Gary Lady Bulldogs. So just a cross-district matchup going on here as they get ready for the start of the district season coming up here in just a couple of weeks. We got Coach Rhonda Burkhart, the head coach of the Gary Lady Bobcats. She's in here tonight. Bring her squad in here. What a great matchup here between the JV squads. Went back and forth. And it was finally the Lady Dragons of Shelbyville were able to get that third set 15-10. They win it. It was Gary 25-18 in set 1, Shelbyville 25-14 in set 2, and then Shelbyville Lady Dragons get the third set 15-10. They're into the third one to take that matchup there for the JV game. All right, so we're set ready to go for the varsity squad. We got our Coach Rupp interview and all kinds of good stuff on the way. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. It is time for some Lady Dragon volleyball and NETSN. Here we go.
The following is a presentation of the Pineywood Sports Network.
Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your cardio when you hit the lot. Right Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home.
Alrighty, folks, welcome here as we get ready to go for the start of this one. Here's our first volleyball broadcast of the season. We got a camera here. We're going to try a couple different things here. First time here to Shelbyville, and we always we got good internet going on in here tonight, so that's good. We got one camera there. It's going to be kind of a wide angle, kind of catches most of the court. And then we're going to come in here, and I'm going to try to do some of my local and close-up stuff there with the other camera. That's the way that's going to go right there here tonight. All right, so we're about 10 or 12 minutes away from the start of this one between Gary and Shelbyville here this evening. Got a great interview with Coach Rupp on our coach show at Plates of Grace. And I want to say, hey, a big thank you to the good folks at Plates of Grace. It has been a busy, crazy day for me. I had a very early peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I needed some food before I got here. And I called Miss Terry. I said, Miss Terry, I need a burger and fries, grab and go, and some tea. And she had it ready for me. So thank you so very much, Miss Terry. It hit the spot. It was awesome. Oh, it was so good. Plates of Grace, big Shelbyville sponsor here just outside of Center on Shelbyville Highway. I really do appreciate that. It was hit the spot. It was perfect. All right, so we're going to talk to Coach Rupp. We're going to talk a little bit about her, with her at Plates of Grace this past Monday and have a great interview with her. We got that, and then the match on the way here on NETSN. All right, everybody. We're back here with Coach Sarah Rupp of the Lady Dragon volleyball team. How's it going, Coach?
Good.
Awesome. Good to see you. How'd practice end up today? You got to see
was
for a little
better.
while. It was
Yeah,
better.
yeah,
It was
better.
better after I left. And I was
Yeah.
distracting
We got to
everybody. I was
play.
talking to everybody. That's what it was.
It was fun.
All right. So, hey, last year we had a good season for the Lady Dragons, and, we're coming back this year and going to try to have an even better year this year. But I'll tell you what, we lost some young ladies that were very solid on that squad last year. So tell us a little bit about who you got this year, replacing some of those ladies. I know that we have Katie Harley back in there. I saw that we also have Corey Lawson there, too. And so I know those are two young ladies that are going to be big for you. So tell us about some of the other ladies that are out there. It looks like you had a pretty full squad.
Yeah. So I think losing 5, it was tough, but that means some kids got to step up, and we've had that. We have a new move-in, Liv Nodder, who stepped up. She's only a sophomore. Mm-hmm. We started in libero, then we kind of transferred to just back row. She's been phenomenal for us. Bailey's our libero now. Mm-hmm. That's a new role for her. But then, Katie's attacking at the net. Corey, who was Defensive Player of the Year for the last 2 years, junior now. She's doing great. Jaylee, who's our setter, she stepped up. And last year we ran a 6-2, so we had 2 setters. But now we're running a 5-1. We only have 1 setter. And so she's kind of running all over the court. But she's done phenomenal for us. We just got to keep grinding and keep getting better. And we're playing a lot tough competition preseason, but I think it's only going to make us better.
Well, as someone that's learning and trying to get it all, you say, 2 setters and 1 setter. So with the 5-1, so you kind of give me a little bit. That means you got that one person that you really want to set up for any one of those other 5, kind of where it was, right?
Yes. So
I'm getting it better.
5-1 means you got 5 hitters, 1 setter.
Right, setter. Okay, there you
Yep.
go. And then your libero, she's mostly your defensive player.
Correct.
And that's what you'll see there in the different colors,
jersey.
folks. So that's who that person is there. So that's awesome. So and also, I know that you lost your sister. We talked a little bit about that. She went to be a coach somewhere else, so you got to be proud of her. But now coming in here, but kind of a lot on your own plate now, don't you?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out again for myself. I relied on her a lot last year. But, she better, and you just kind of have to go with it. I am excited for her. But now it's trying to focus on the program that we have and the kids. And like I said, they're great kids and want to get better. They're competitive as heck. And every day they grind it out and come every day focused and ready to improve. So, you can't ask for a better group of kids.
Right, I was out there at practice today, and I've been wanting to get out there and chat with the girls a little bit here and there and get a feel for things out. And it looks like they were having fun and ready to go. They were loose, and that's kind of what you want, but they were also doing what needed to be done. They were taking their things that they were supposed to do. They were getting a running in, which nobody ever likes, but they were definitely getting that in today, I think.
Yeah. This group is definitely. I've had to relax a little too. They're not as intense, and that's how they play. They play. If they get too tight, then they don't play as well. So I've had to learn to kind of adapt as a coach to what I have. Jaylee Jones is prime leader. If she's too focused, she can't relax any. So I have to tell her, take a deep breath. She's a goofy.
Right.
But that's how she plays well. And
right.
So they kind of lean on her to run the show, and she does a great job with it. So.
Right, I tell you what, it looked like I said, they were having a lot of fun out there, and got a very tough district that you're in. You got Comanille, Corrigan Camden, which is going to be very good again. There's a Groveton, Hemp Hill, San Augustine, who now has Coach Barnes back in there as their new coach. So this is a tough district. You guys, this is almost like the football district here for the guys' side, because that's how tough it is.
Yeah, I think we can't take any game lightly, and every game that we're playing is going to be competitive, and majority of it's going to be best out of 5. We have to play all 5 sets, and that's the hard part, is getting mentally tough to win that 5th set, because that's when it comes down to it. That's 5th set's going to matter the most. And it's a lot. It's exhausting mentally, physically, but we got to keep grinding, and that's the thing. This team never gives up, regardless who they play.
Well, I know you guys have been going already a little bit so far, so kind of tell me how the season's gone so far and how the girls have kind of worked into the schedule of being ready to play every day.
Yeah, I think we've changed our rotation probably 3 or 4 times. So that's the biggest thing, is figuring out a rotation that works best for us. I can't put my best hitters on the floor at the same time. I got to spread them out. But just figuring out what works best for us. And that's been the hardest things. But every kid has been a team player. They've figured out what they need to do to help the team. And like I said, that's a coach's dream, just to make it about the team. And these kids understand what it takes and what to do to get there.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, too, because when I was there at practice, I was watching how you were rotating. You had different servers, and you were doing different. Is this the best way for you to find out who's best at certain spots on the team for you? I mean, to find out who's good where and who works together well.
Yes.
I mean, you're actually doing it on both sides, so you're kind of watching both sides of it. So it can give me, but I mean, I can see what you might be doing there.
Yeah, I got to figure out who plays best by who. Who talks the most in this situation. Some of them, I have some sophomores. Heidi Sets is a sophomore. Sierra, sophomore. So figure out they're still a little intimidated. And who's going to bring them out of their shell and help them talk and be encouraged. But the biggest thing is being confident. So, yeah, figuring out who. That's the thing about volleyball. You never know who's going to play best by who.
Right.
So rotation-wise, figuring out. But, yeah, I got to figure it out at practice because we play Beckville. And let me tell you, they're good.
Yeah, I've been keeping up with some of those Beckville Lady Wildcats, and they've been taking care of business here along the way so far. That is for sure. Well, and I love to watch you coach, too, because you get intense down there, and that's what I like. I like a good, intense coach. The girls love you. But you're there for them. You're saying, hey, and I love how you get on them because, and I want these kids to know, hey, the coaches does that because they want you to do better. It's just not anything you're doing wrong. They want you. They know you can do it. And that's what I like to see about you, too, because I know you get there, and I know that's what you want for them because you've been there. I've seen some of the places that, because I've seen some of the videos and things out there, but I've seen some of the great things you've been doing as a college athlete and some of the things coming up. So, you know what it's all about. You know what it takes to get there. So that's what you want for these girls.
Yeah, I'm intense, but they love it. If I'm an off day or if I try to relax, they don't. Like, Coach Rupp, get on us, push us. And that's something, too. As a coach, that's a dream. They let me be me as a coach, and they want the push. They want the encouragement. They want to be coached. Because at the end of the day, they know I love them.
Right.
And I'm only doing it to make them better, but this is setting them up for life, too. I mean, there's going to be people in your corner and there's people pushing you. So it's something, too. It's more than just the game of volleyball. It's something that I'll always support them in what they do. And if they learn a little lesson, and then that's a plus. But the biggest thing is I'm trying to prepare them for real world.
Right.
The game's going to come to an end, so you got to learn to be successful.
Yeah, outside that game, it's a little rough sometimes.
Yes, welcome to life.
That's it.
Figure it out.
That's it. Well, I tell you what, Coach, it's exciting. I'm looking forward to having my second season here with you guys, and it's going to be every Tuesday night, and we're going to start off on the 2nd. Gary at Shelbyville. Tell me a little bit about Gary and the Lady Bobcats. They were pretty good last year, but I think they lost a couple things too.
Yeah, they had some height. This year their height's not as there, but their setter's still there. Their back row defense is pretty good. That coach has been there for 2 years, so I think she's done a great job with that program. We just got to come ready to play competitive. That's the thing. Gary never gives up either, so got to play.
They're a good squad, that's for sure. So basically what we do, folks, we cover Shelbyville, Center, Timpson, and St. Augustine. So I've got everybody pretty much 2 times all the way through. See, I think I got Shelbyville the 3rd time against Comeauxville. They're Comeauxville at the very end. But Gary at Shelbyville, then the next Tuesday, St. Augustine at Center, Center at Timpson, Elysian Fields, Timpson, Hudson Center, and then last couple here we give back to Shelbyville, St. Augustine, and Comeauxville. Should be some very intense ones there towards the end of the season. And if we get the chance to move around the playoffs, all that, it can always change.
It
can always change. All right. Well, Coach, thanks for so much for coming down here and joining us. You're welcome anytime we do the show. We'll be coming back here a few times throughout the year. Keep us updated on the gals. And let's start off here as we get ready. District hasn't started, another week or two?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. And once we get into that, it's going to be really intense.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks to you.
All righty. All right, Coach, we're up with the San Augustine. with the Shelbyville. I almost messed that up.
No.
My bad.
It's red. It's red.
My bad. The Shelbyville Lady Dragons ready to go for the season now. What's Friday night? Where y'all going to be?
Friday we'll be in Beckville tournament.
Beckville
Thursday,
tournament?
Friday, Saturday, Beckville tournament.
Okay, so nothing tomorrow.
Tuesday we have play Timpson.
Play Timpson tomorrow. Okay, play Timpson tomorrow, and then Beckville tournament coming up. Ooh, that could be Beckville and Shelbyville at the end of that one, huh?
We'll see.
You may want to go check out that tournament. It's going to be really good. All right, Coach, thanks a lot so much for being here. Good luck to you and the gals, and I'm sure we'll talk to you soon.
Awesome. Thank you.
All righty, we'll be right back, folks, here on the NETSN. And thanks a lot to Coach Rupp, of course, who took that a week or so ago there at Plates of Grace, and since through the Beckville tournament, played a couple matches here, but getting ready for this one, as getting ready for Gary and the Lady Bobcats. So we'll be back here in a couple of minutes. It's almost time for the first serve, brought to us by the good folks at Shelby Savings Bank. We'll be right back here on a NETSN.
Plates of Grace Country Kitchen, just outside of Center on your way to Shelbyville. Now, whether you stop by and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you're definitely going to find something on the menu you like. Now, your table's waiting right here next to this wonderful family, or find yourself a seat in the sports room. It's Plates of Grace Country Kitchen, just outside of Center on your way to Shelbyville. Stop in and say hi. Have yourself a great meal. It doesn't matter if you need a truck tire or if you need a car tire. If you need a tire, you call Joaquin Tire. Joaquin Tire Shop provides new and used tires, along with oil changes and 24-hour road service. Stop and see them on Highway 7 in Joaquin. Raymond Motor Company, just off the square in downtown center, where you'll find the friendliest of sales folks. Whether you're looking for a new SUV for the family or a brand new truck, Raymond Motors has a great service department and a huge selection of used vehicles. Raymond Motor Company, just off the square in downtown center.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here just about set ready to go for this matchup. And our Raymond Motor Company keys to the game here is for the Lady Dragons. They're going to have to make sure that they can get their strikers up. We've got to climb the ladder to get over those blockers out there. And whenever you go up there, try to make sure you can take that extra little glance. It's not easy to do, but take that extra little glance. See if you can find where you want to put your shot, get it off the hands, and see if you can move it to one side or another and get a deflection and get that point there. For the Lady Bobcats, they're going to have to make sure that they can stand up because it looks like they may have a little bit of a height advantage for the Shelbyville Dragons, Lady Dragons here across the front. So we'll see how things go there. So Gary's going to have to really do good on the back row and make sure they get good returns and good swings on their shots here tonight. All right, that's our Raymond Motor Company keys to the game. We got our Shelby Savings Bank. It is the first serve. It is on the way coming up here on NETSN.
Shelby Savings Bank has come a long way since it was established in 1982, and the good folks that work at Shelby Savings Bank really enjoy doing things in the community and for the community. And they would like to encourage everyone to please shop local. For all your banking needs, please visit these wonderful Shelby Savings Bank locations, with 2 locations in Center, locations in St. Augustine, Palestine, and Lindale.
All righty, let's make sure we can do some scoring here as we get all this stuff hooked up and see. It should be, there we go. And that should be 0.4 there. Okay, so we go sets and sets. There we go. And reset, 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 and a reset. All right, we got the scoreboard looking really pretty good. When we're in Shelbyville, we do a different location. We do Shelbyville in the center, St. Augustine, and let's see, a couple others there. When we're in different locations, like we're in Shelbyville here tonight, we'll have a red scoreboard. When we're in center, next Tuesday, we'll have like a yellow scoreboard. We're in Timpson, we may have one that's a black or different color. So, yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun with the scoreboards here. We got some new scoreboards out here this year. So, what did we do with... That should be up there. I don't know why that isn't, but I will see if I can get that figured out. That's okay. All right, so we're setting ready to go here for this matchup. It is the Lady Dragons taking on the Lady Bobcats of Gary here this evening. And let's get to the right ones here. So we're going to go right here, and we got the Lady Dragons here. And they'll start off on the left, the Lady Bobcats here to the right. We got 2 great referees here. And I've been doing a little bit of research, folks, so hopefully I get some calls better, understand things a little bit better, ask the girls some questions earlier, talking with Coach on some things. So kind of figuring some things out here to make it a little bit better for my calls here for some Shelbyville Dragon Lady Volleyball. All right, so River Wilkinson is the libero. Nope, sorry, that is number 3, Bailey Bohannon. I know that. Bailey Bohannon, she's the senior, one of the 3 seniors on this match up here for Coach Rupp. That is Sierra Colbert checking out here. I'll bring in the libero, Bohannon. And we're setting ready to go here for this match. And it looks like it's going to be Lady Dragons with the first serve. And here we go. We're underway. Bobcats trying to get it across. Nice push there. Trying to set it up. Here's a nice push over there. And that's going to get right down into the corner, it looks like. And that's a point for the Lady Dragons. Nice job there for Lady Dragons. get the first point of the match. So back once again for another serve. Here come the Lady Dragons on serve. Over to Gary. Lady Bobcats trying to get it across there. Nice job there digging it out by the Lady Bobcats. Kick it over to the far side. Oh, Sydney Mack couldn't quite get a good shot on that one there. So into the net it goes. It will be a 1-1 matchup here now for both teams. Yeah, because that's, there we go. Shelbyville's on the bottom there. Okay. Here we go. Service on the way here for the Lady Bobcats. That's going to go off the back row there of Benton and out of play. So Gary going to pick up another point, and they'll lead it 2-0 here to start off. So ready to go once again with, is that Philly? Looks like on the serve here for Lady Bobcats. Trying to set up Corey Lawson. Now they're going to get over to McDonald. She's going to send it across. Lady Bobcats. Oh, try to get it up inside there. And just off of the fingertips there, Molly Powell. Looks like she tried to get it, but a little too high there and not able to get a good hit, a good swing on it. And it goes to a point for Shelbyville. So 2-2. Heidi Stutz now back. Ready for serve. Bobcats looking to get it across here. Now send it back over here to Lady Dragons. Set up here for Lawson. Lawson bringing it across. Now Powell, a good block by Lawson there. Sending it back to Mohanan. Now they send it back over to the left side. And Harley gets it across the libero. And the Smith for Gary. A good volley going on here between both teams. Sydney Mack sends it to the back line. Good dig there by libero. That was going to be a little bit long there by Gary. Out of bounds. Points for Shelbyville. It's now 3-2 here. And here comes the serve. To the back line there for Gary. Now they'll look to get it across. Dragons looking to bring it home. And that's a nice job right there. That is the Dragon spike for the kill for the Lady Dragons. And a big point there for Shelbyville. I think we're going to try this right here. Here comes the serve. That's going to be long. That's a serve there by the Lady Dragons out long. And it will be a point for Gary. Making it 4-3. Here comes service now for Lady Bobcats. Sitting on that back row there for Lady Dragons. Oh, what a nice little touch there by Sydney. And they get it across court. And it's point for Lady Dragons. 5-3. Got to remember to change that. Okay. Corey Lawson back now for serve for Lady Dragons. Sends it across into the net here, but good dig out there by Gary. Now they got to get it across as it gets back into the middle of the court. And it's down, and it will be Shelbyville points. So Corey Lawson doing a good job here. Gets on serve for Lady Dragons. She'll serve it up here once again. Lady Bobcats trying to get it across. Oh, into the net there. Falling back. Trying to get a good hit on it there is Corbin Woodfin, but not able to get everything she needs on it. And it's point to Shelbyville. They'll lead it 7-3 here in the first set. Lawson once again on serve. Sending it back across into that back row there for the Bobcats. Now they'll get it across. Lawson digging out of the back line here. Oh, nice touch there by Harley. Want to get across. Oh, good job there by Lawson to save it. Harley sends it across court. Lady Cats get it across. Nice touch in there. Jaylee Jones. A good volley going on between both teams right now. Now we're going to get out of bounds. It's going to be in. And now it's going to say Gary point. Gary point. So the Gary Lady Bulldogs, a good volley, get the point there to make it 7-4. So now back ready for a serve. Bringing it into the Lady Dragons side here. The kill shot right there by the Dragons, and it's going to be hit there by the libero. That is Smith, but no one there to come up with the hit, and it goes point for Shelbyville. So Sydney McDonald now back for serve for the Lady Dragons. Shot on the way. Smith digging it out there on the back line. Now trying to get it across. Nice hit there by Coley Soap. Katie Harley with a good, strong kill shot right there, but a good job digging it out there by the Lady Bobcats. Bobcats trying to get it back across here once again. Setter's trying to find the striker all the way across there. Too strong there by Bella Chapman, out of bounds, and it will be Lady Dragon points, 9-4. Going to get a timeout here on the floor at 9-4. Lady Dragons lead. We'll be right back here on a NETSN.
Behold the chicken fried steak sandwich. This particular chicken fried steak sandwich can only be found at Diamond League Cafe in Center, Texas. And it pairs very well with seasoned fries and sweet tea. And if you're lucky, there'll be some of that Nana's banana pudding to go along with it. Get by Diamond League Cafe in Center and see the wonderful folks and all the wonderful menu items for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Whether it's with family and friends or just some time to yourself, summer is better on the water. And Farmers State Bank has exactly what you need to make those dreams come true. Learn more at fsbctx.bank.
Already back here on the serve by the Lady Dragons. Good volley going on. Lady Bobcats have it in their end right now, looking to get it back across. They'll send it over, and now it's going to go out of bounds, and it will be Shelbyville Dragon point. And they'll take it to get into double digits here to now go to a 10-4 lead here in set number 1. Looks like Sydney back there for the serve for Lady Dragons. Nice job by Smith to dig it out, saving it. Mack keeps it alive here. Now send it over to Jones. Jones going to find Harley. Harley sending it deep into the back line. Setting it up here at the net. Goes off the net there. Good job there covering the net there by Colbert. And I think that took a little bit there away from Gary. I think she might have caught her out of the corner of her eye and wasn't able to get the right position she wanted to get a good hit on the ball. So back goes smack. She's back there now ready to go for the serve. 11-4, Lady Dragons. Set it over there, trying to find a striker on that far side. Send it across court into the middle. Lady Dragons digging it out. Oh, into the net there by Harley. Turning it back over. It'll go 11-5 now as Lady Bobcats get to serve. And going to get Libero Bohannon checking into the ball game here. Defensive move for Coach Rook. So we're now ready for the serve for the Lady Bobcats. Serve on the way. Oh, tried to dig it out there on the far side. Not able to get to it. Bailey Bohannon, point. For the Lady Bobcats. Back once again. I believe this is Bella Chapman back there as a serve. And she'll get it across to the back line and go. Set it up here. Bohannon brings it across. Kind of a surprise hit there, but good job saving it by Gary. Long hit. Bohannon saves it way back in the back corner. Colbert gets it across. And a nice little job here volleying back and forth by both teams. Set it up here, finding Harley. Harley gets it over. Once again. Long cross court. Bohannon saves it. Colbert. Good volley by both teams right here, right at the net. Oh, when it comes down, that's going to be, see what they call. Oh, they're going to call Gary point. It took me a second here. They were talking about it for just 1 second, and now. So it should be, it looks like it's going to be Gary point. That's what they're going to call. So it's Gary point. It did land on the Shelbyville side, and it came through. It looked pretty good there, so it is Gary point. All right, so good job here on serve here by Chapman. She's back once again, ready to go. Serve on the way. into the nets. Lady Dragons will get it back here and get that point. Take it down to 12-7 here in set number 1. Coming in, that's going to be Jaylee Gillespie. She'll check in here for Heidi Stutz for the Lady Dragons. Here comes the serve. Lady Bobcats. Oh, nice job there trying to dig it out in the back line there. Harley not able to get to it. And a good job there by the Bobcats as they'll pick up another point here and go 12-8. So back now onto the serve, number 7, Woodfin. And Corbin sends it across, a long one to the back line. Sends it over. Woodfin sets it back out there to Smith. Now getting it across. Oh, nice try to get the dig there by Benton, but had to go dive it in and not able to come out of there with it. And it will go to a 12-9 match now here in set number 1. Woodfin going back once again for service. Bringing it across to the back line here, setting it up on the front. Into the back here. Lady Bobcats. Going to get it across. O'Hannon. Oh! Lady Dragons run into there, Gillespie. And Jones look like maybe running into each other back there. And now into double digits themselves. Creeping right back in here are the Lady Bobcats with serve once again by Woodfin. Sending it back line. Good touch across. And just down there right along the line and get it on a nice touch. And Shelbyville Dragons get the points. Going back now will be Bohannon. She will go back for serve now. So Bohannon with serve. Kicking over to the Bobcat side. Nice job there. Trying to set it with Lawson. Saves it at the net. Gillespie not able to set up Benton there on that far side. And now it goes to a 13-11 match here in set number 1. And we'll set back up over. Gary getting served once again. Did really well catching up while ago with the serves. See if they can do that again. Benton going to pop it up here into the middle. Send it on the cross court off of one of the Lady Bobcats, and it's point, Lady Dragons. Check it back in. Sydney McDonald for the Lady Dragons. Dragons on the serve. Oh, into the net there. Trying to get it set up there at the net with a nice loft touch there was Kinsley Myron. But just a little too far into the net. Dragons get the point. Dragons on the serve. Send in to Smith there. Bobcats get it across. Setting it up. Lawson, oh, nice job saving it back across. Kind of got the Lady Dragons a little off balance right there, but a good job there by the Lady Bobcats to get the point. Nice touch at the net. Bobcats on the serve. That's going to go long. (16-12) now. Checking in is Katie Hardy. She'll come back in here for Benton for Coach Rupp. Going back for serve now, Heidi Stutz. And the Lady Dragons up 16-12 here in set 1. Serve it to the Lady Bobcats. Getting it back across here. Bohannon saves it on the back line. Might have let that one go as McDonald tried to get that second hit, going diving in, but not able to catch up to it there. So it'll go back for Gary Bobcat, Lady Bobcat serve. Checking in is going to be Corbin Woodfin. She'll check back in here for Coach Burkhart. Lady Bobcat service. For the Dragons. Set it up here for Corey Lawson. Lawson send it back to the back line to Smith. Smith digging it out, throws it up. Into the back there, Bohannon and Stutz working together on the back line there. Harley sends it across. Bobcats working. Long hit back there. It's going to go off of one of the Lady Dragons. And tightening up the score here are the Lady Bobcats. They're in set number 1, making it 16-14. Lady Bobcats keeping serve. That's Coley Soap back there on a serve. Send it into the back line here for the Dragons. Trying to set up Harley on the far side. She sends it across court. Going to go off of the Lady Bobcats. Lady Dragons get the point, and they'll get the serve back as they need to stretch this lead out a little bit. Lady Bobcats not going away. Coach Rupp knew they were going to be a tough squad here tonight. As it will be Corey Lawson back now for the serve. Back up across. I got 18-14. I don't know. The school board may be wrong there. That's into the net. Now it says 18-14, so we'll leave it right there where it's at. Lady Dragon point. Okay. Corey Lawson back now once again for serve. On its way. Smith getting off that back line. Nice job digging it off the net there by Lady Bobcats. They not get it across and then coming in. Oh, nice try for the good kill shot there, but good job blocking it on the back line. Here's Colbert getting it back across, up into the middle on the front line. Once again, a nice push across. Good save there by the Lady Bobcats. They got to get it across though. Third hit, can't get it across. And the Lady Bobcats, oh, good volley there. Not able to come with that point. Point goes to the Lady Dragons. Then they'll lead it by 5, 19-14. Corey Lawson now back for the serve for Lady Dragons. Nice digging out there. Almost an ace. Not seen an ace yet tonight. Lawson too strong on the shots. Out of bounds. And it will go point to Gary. So Smith will be back now for the service for Lady Bobcats, the libero. And off the top of the net there, but good job by Hardy to save it. She's going to get it on the give and go right there. And get it across. Good job. Send it back in, and they're going to say she was into the net there for the Lady Bobcats. So I turn it back over, and it will be Shelbyville serve. And they'll get the point. And it will be a 20-15 lead right now. So we got a break in the action. We'll take another quick break. We'll be right back, folks. It is a Lady Dragon volleyball. I almost said softball. Lady Dragon volleyball here tonight on NETSN.
This is the office of Dr. Anna Shirley. This is Dr. Anna Shirley. Along with Dr. Nicole Fishbeck and their amazing staff, it's easy to see why they were voted best in Nacogdoches. From the modern exam rooms to their comfortable lobby, when you're at Dr. Anna Shirley's office, it feels like home.
Hey, if you're like me, lots of stuff is collected off up at your homestead. Call it down home clutter. Well, the good news is there's a place for it. You ain't got to have a garage sale or a bonfire. You can take your down home stuff to down home storage. That's what I did.
All right, back here, folks, in the middle of a great volley, and it is Gary with a little too strong there. Soap Coley, a little too strong there on the return. Going to make it a 21-15 lead here for the Lady Dragons. As Mack going to send it over on the serve. That's Sydney Mack. Harley Colbert. Nice job digging it out there by Smith on the back line for Gary. Touch over Colbert once again off of Smith's hands. And it will be 22-15 now. And the Lady Dragons bounce it out there a little bit. All right, Sydney McConnell back there ready for a serve. Lady Dragons looking to get set one here. This is a tough Lady Bobcat squad from Gary. Send it up here in the middle. Get it across. Harley. A nice little return. Little touch. Not able to get that one across. And it goes 22-16 now. Gary will get the serve. Going back for a serve here, Bella Chapman for Lady Bobcats. Chapman on the serve, bringing it across. Off the net. Good job, Colbert. Oh, trying to save it there. Stutz off of the net into Colbert's hand, but Colbert did get a good hit on it, and it didn't get across. And it goes points to the Lady Bobcats. And back once again, Chapman for serve. Bohannon to Colbert. Gets it across. Bobcats trying to save it there, and that's going to get out of play. Nice try. Kind of got up there in the middle in no man's land and trying to dive in there for it is Chapman, but it gets out of play. And it's a point for Lady Dragons. As we will go to Lady Dragons serve back there. Looks like that is number 4, Katie Hardy. Bobcats set it up here, now try to get it across, and they do. Good job there, digging it out by Hardy. Into the little fun zone right there. Find a little soft spot that the Lady Bobcats just couldn't quite get to, and it's now set point here for Lady Dragons. As Hardy back once again for serve. Gets it across. Bobcats trying to save the set here. Bohannon. All the way across. And just out of bounds there. A little too far onto the return. And the Lady Bobcats hanging in here. See if they get, they've done really good on serve. See if they could get a couple of points here on serve. And in case they can't get this one, at least they can get some good momentum going into the next set. So it will be back to serve there. Kinley Myron back onto the serve for Lady Bobcats. Benton lines it up here. Touches across at the net. Gillespie has it go into the net and roll out. 24-19. As I said, let's get a little bit of ambient noise. I got that hooked up there. All right, so here we go. As Myron ready to go again for the serve. Colbert gets it across. Smith, libero off the back line. Saving it. Nice little kill shot there. Does it go right back into the middle? Oh, good save by Gary Colbert once again there. Well, it was almost a two-handed hit, but no call. And two Lady Dragons converge on the same spot. And it's going to be a point for Lady Bobcats. And like I said, they creep in every time they get themselves in there to do some serving. They creep back in here, and now they're doing it right now. 24-20. Here comes the serve. Gets across Bohannon. Send it up high. Benton can't get it. That back line. I have a little trouble finding it. 24-21. And we're going to get a timeout onto the floor here by Coach Rupp. So we're going to take a timeout as well. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
At Wyndham Family Dental, it's always about family. Their family welcomes you. Their family takes care of you. At Wyndham Family Dental, it comes down to this.
If you have something to smile about, smile.
Alrighty, folks, back here. 24-21 is the score here in set number 1. And the Shelbyville JV squad was able to get the win as they won that third set. And the matchup before this one. So good job there by the Lady Dragons of Shelbyville. But good match there by the Lady Bobcats of Gary. Good land all the way through. So here we go. 24-21, Gary with the serve. Bringing it in here. Benton. It's up to Colbert. Colbert gets it across. Mildred taking it down the back line. Chapman send it over for Lady Bobcats. Over across Gillespie. And good volleys by both these teams. I mean, there's been some really great volleys going on here tonight. Back and forth, back and forth. Off the chest there, but good save by Chapman. And Bohannon saves it on that back line. Might have got out, man. I'll tell you, another great volley going on by both these teams. Shelbyville trying to get that final point, get this first match out of the way. Send it over to Smith, drills it out there to the back line. Here comes the shots. Back and forth. Colbert into the mat. Ho. Point finally goes to the Lady Bobcats of Gary. They worked hard for that one. Back and forth, back and forth. And the Lady Bobcats come out of there with the point. And they'll keep serve here. Goes back there serving once again. Myron. There's a long point there for Bobcats, but they were able to get it. Bohannon. Good job saving it there, getting it back across. Jones. Now Chapman sends it over. Jones once again trying to set it up. Gillespie across. To the back line. Nice touch. Benton with a good dig out there back. Colbert across. Send it across court, but a good job by the Lady Dragons on the defense. Trying to set that up here. Got to get up high to be that good blocker. Colbert with a good job there in the middle. Oh, what another great volley by these two teams, I tell you. Oh, that's going to go out, and a great job by Benton trying to get it across, and that's going to go out, and that's going to make it 24-23. 5 straight points here by the Lady Bobcats. And here we go. Trying to get it tied up. That's going to be long. Oh, the referee said the umpire. They called it in, and they say it's out. All right, so that ties it at 24. All right, so here we go. Tied up now at 24. Lady Bobcats, 6 straight points here to tie it up here in this set. Here we go. Lady Dragons trying to get that point back. See if we get that serve back here. Nodder sending up ahead here. Gillespie sitting on cross court. Tell you what, that back line for Gary has done a great job here tonight. Benton doing a good job herself here on the back line. Colbert, as it rolls down the line, that's going to be in the net. Gary's ball. 2 hits there by Shelbyville, and Gary's going to get the point, and they're going to lead it by 1. Nice job here by the Gary Lady Bobcats. They've come back here, 7 straight points. Here comes Hardy into the ball game for Benton. And now, point away from taking set 1 after being down by 6 or 7 points here. Coming into this serve. They dig off the back line. Send it back across. Oh, there we go. Katie Harley getting a good shot there for the point, and it ties it up at 25. Oh, sorry. Back and forth here on a good serve, good dig there by the Lady Dragons. It's tied up at 25 here. I know I got the score there. I'll have to change it. But a good job by the Lady Dragons to save it at the net. Smith keeping it alive here for the Bobcats. Hardy on the back line. Gonna have it. Trying to bring it over. Into the back herself. Smith with a good save there for the Bobcats. Coming back across. Colbert sends it high. Jones gets it over to Hardy. Hardy sends it in deep. Here comes a shot. And the Bohannon onto the back. It's going to get tough there, but Smith with a great save for the Lady Bobcats. And boy, I tell you, Harley sends it over. Smith once again. Another great dig on the back line. Colbert working to get Soap at the front, at the net. And that one's going to get down. And that's going to be point. That's going to be a point for the Lady Bobcats. Already got it in there. Yeah, wow, what another great volley by both of these teams. 8 straight points for the Lady Bobcats to now take a 1-point lead here. Tell you, we got some sun glare coming off of that, out of that over there. All right, so what a great volley has been going on here by both these teams. Like I said, Shelbyville had it 24-18 right before this serve. And Soap now comes back in. She's got the serve here for the Lady Bobcats, sending it across. Dragons, lose it at the net. And the Lady Dragons are going to drop the first set after having a good-sized lead. And it will be a 27-25 win here in set number 1 for the Lady Bobcats of Gary. 27-25, Gary over Shelbyville here in set number 1. All right, folks, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back here in just a few minutes as we'll have set number 2. It is on the way as they switch sides here on a NETSN.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
I thought that was a reset. Well, just to that, huh? Oh, that's not the right way. Well, that's okay. We'll mess with it right here while we're doing this. Huh. Okay, that's not the way that's supposed to work, but hey, we'll fix it. There we go. All right, here we go as we're underway for set number 2. And it is Gary and the Lady Bobcats. They have set number 1. And that is not the right score there, folks, but we'll get that score there for you, right? And that's going to be 1 point there to start off here for the Shelbyville Dragons. So this is supposed to be reset. This is a new scoreboard, so my fault, folks. Give me a second here, and I'll get her done. 1-0 Shelbyville. All right, 2-0 Shelbyville as we are underway here for set number 2. Lady Dragons with the serve and to send it across. And now the Lady Bobcats looking to get it back over, and they do. Good shot there going across. Gary Bobcats. Get back across here. There's some great volleys between these two teams, and they're going to keep it up here. Lawson tried to get it there at the net. Goes off of the net. The Lady Dragons can't save it, and it will go 2-1. And it will be Gary's serve here. Now I think we got everything right. There we go. And the serve on the way. Lady Dragons to send it over to Sydney. Send it back over here to the far side. It's going to be right up close to the net there. Kind of misjudged it, did the Lady Bobcats. It's going to be point for Shelbyville. And they'll lead it 3-1. Checking in Katie Hardy for Benton or Coach Rupp. As it will now be Lady Dragons on the serve. Yep. Oh, right into the net there. Corbin Whitfield had a good beat on it, but just didn't quite climb the ladder enough there to get it across. And it will be point for Lady Dragons. Here comes the serve once again for Shelbyville. Send it into the back court and then go back. Good job. I'll tell you what, this libero for Gary Smith, she's done an excellent job here tonight. Good tap across there by Jaylee Jones. The Lady Dragons. Oh, watch that one go to the back line and out of bounds. And the Lady Dragons get the point. And they'll now lead it 5-1 here in set number 2. They'll keep serve back there. And that is Heidi Stutz in onto the serve, and she'll bring it across. Bobcats set it up off the back line, now into the middle. Pushing across there, Molly Powell, number 10. Or Gary Smith in the back line. O'Hannon, the barrel for Shelbyville. Sets it up at the net. Hardy now going to look to get it on the give and go, and that's off of the Bobcats. Good block right there. And they'll control it back on the other side. And the Dragons look to get it across again. Lawson tips it across, but Bobcats save it. Now they got to get it across here, and a good job on the back there for them to save it. Lawson with a nice touch on the backside. Oh, you talk about a touch, and it was just a perfect touch and landed just inside the line there. Corey Lawson with the point for the Lady Dragons. Wow, that's nice. That's what you call putting a touch on the ball. Too strong on the serve by Stutz. And it'll now go back to the Lady Bobcat serve. 6-2 here in set number 2. So the serve by Powell on the way. Lawson saves it, kicking it back over here. And, a little bit of confusion there by the Lady Dragons. Oh, nice job saving it off the net by the Bobcats, and a good block at the net by Lawson. And Bohanna saves it out the back line. Oh, and it's just a little too far ahead, and Lawson was kind of leaning towards the middle there, and it was going a little bit towards the net. So a nice try there by Corey Lawson, but it is point for the Lady Bobcats of Gary. And they'll keep serve going on here. They now 6-3. Powell with the serve. Sending it across. Bohannon digging it out on the back. Send it over to Lawson. Trying to get that dragon spike kill for the point. And nice job digging it out there by the Bobcats. Once again, Lawson. Kill point at the net off of the block. And it is point for Shelbyville, 7-3. They will now get to this serve, and it will be that very Corey Lawson. We're ready for serve here for Shelbyville. Oh! Corey a little too strong into the net. Saw Corey do that at practice the other day. Can't have those service errors. Didn't see too many service errors there by the Lady Dragons in the first set. And I definitely don't want to start picking those up here in set number 2. Ready to go here for Chapman with the serve. Sending it in. Harley. Good kill shot, but good dig by Smith on the back. Colbert sends it back across. Smith once again. Lining it up here for Bobcats. Bohannon to the back, bringing it across. Too strong there by Harley. And the Bobcats let it fly out. And it's now 4-5. 7-5, sorry. Lady Dragons will lead. Bella Chapman on the serve for Gary. Colbert sending it back over. Within Colbert. Jones. Oh, Carly tried to get it there at the net, and it's going to get into the net. It's going to tighten up the score to 7-6. And that'll leave the Lady Bobcats with the serve. Bella Chapman back there once again. Serve coming to Bohannon. Oh, that's a nice job there on the ace. For the serve, Bohannon tried to dig it out, but she found a spot right up in there before Bohannon could get there. And it goes down to tie this thing up at 7 apiece. So Bella Chapman once again on serve here as they've now tied it up. Coming across. Oh, nice job. Whew. Got kind of ate up the Heidi Stutz there, kind of got up on the inside of her a little bit, and it kind of went out of bounds. So that's going to give the lead to the Lady Bobcats here, 8-7, and we got a timeout here on the court. We'll be right back here on a NETSN.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the Pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
Alrighty, folks, back here off the serve for the Gary Lady Bobcats, trying to get another point here as they've already taken the lead. And oh, nice save there by Smack. Gets it back across, and a good dig here by Gary on the back. Colbert, oh, gets a hand on it, and the Lady Dragons not able to hold on to it, get another shot. Katie Hartley diving for it out of bounds, and it will go to points for the Lady Bobcats. They needed 9-7, and they'll get to the serve. Going back to serve is going to be Bella Chapman. Keeping the serve. That's right, they had it, didn't they? 9-7. Here's Chapman once again, ready for serve for Lady Bobcats. Send it over to the far side. Harley goes in there for a strike, and it's off of the net. Nice save there by the Lady Dragons. Well, I thought the Lady Bobcats thought that they might have had the point. Lady Dragons stay with it. Here comes a nice shot. That's going to be a cross-court kill shot for the point for Lady Bobcats. What a nice play there and a good shot by Bella Chapman for the big point. They get into double digits now. Chapman's on the serve, down 10-8. But it will be smack. Sydney McConnell back now for serve for Shelbyville. Send it to the backside here. Gary bringing it over. Stutz once again trying to set it up here for Shelbyville. Jones to Harley. Harley too strong on the kill shot. 11-8 now. McDonald going to check it in. Nodder for Coach Rupp. That's going to be Kinsley Myron back there now for serve for the Gary Lady Bobcats. And digging it out, trying to set it up over on the far side here for Harley. And a nice job. She gets it off of Smith. That's one of the few times Smith hasn't been able to catch up with one tonight. That's off of her. And it will be point for Lady Dragons. They try to get back into it here. They had a good point lead there a while ago. Now back on serve. And Harley with the serve there for Shelbyville. It's going to go off of Philly there onto the back line. And get the Lady Dragons just a little bit closer here in set number 2. Here's a shot coming across. Nice job digging it out here for Stutz for the Lady Dragons. Oh, and a little too strong there on the second shot. It goes out of play. And it's now going to be a 12-10 match. 1-0. And now back for serve is going to be Smith for the Lady Bobcats. There it goes. All the way back across. Stutz sends it over. Smith on the back now. Gets it up into the middle. Send it back over to Chapman. Bohannon. Colbert. Chapman set it up there for Philly. I'm going to say Philly getting into the net there. And that's going to be a little bit closer here for the Lady Dragons. They now 12-11. And back to serve will be Bohannon for Shelbyville. Shot on the way. Serve on the way, I should say. Step over here to the near side. Hand on the back line now. Trying to set up Harley to Lawson. And Lawson. It's going to be a point on the kill shot there by Corey Lawson. So Lawson has now tied it up at 12 for Shelbyville. And we'll keep Bohannon back there for the serve. Serve on the way, Bohannon. It's there, and send it back across. Now he'll dig it back out. I'm going to say the Lady Dragons got into the net right there. Going to give the point to Gary. Back to service here for the Lady Bobcats as they lead it 1-0 here. Trying to take the second set. It's been real tight here. Back and forth. The Lady Dragons led it for a little bit. Came back and then Gary got the lead of it. Lady Dragons come back up now. Back up by 1 point. Now 2 point lead here for Lady Bobcats. That one rolls off the arms of the back line of the Shelbyville Lady Dragons on the serve. Serve on the way by Lady Bobcats. It's going to be inside, just does get inside the line over there. And a nice job there. See what they got in there. That's number, is that Woodfin, number 8? I do believe so. Okay, a nice little tap across there for the Lady Dragons. That's Jaylee Jones getting a tap on that, getting it across, get the Lady Dragons the serve back. Now back down by 2, 15-13. And it looks like it's going to be Jaylee Jones back there for serve for Shelbyville. Titus staying back up, take the lead. Gary. Going to get it across, and they do. Smith. Benton with a good job setting it up there, finds Lawson. Lawson bring it over to Sidney Mack. And Sidney McDonald gets the point there. Lady Dragons a little bit closer. Now down by 1. J.D. Jones back on the serve. Oh, and off the back line there as Myron tried to get a good hit on it and went off the outside of her left hand and out of bounds. Tie ball game. Tied up at 15 here. And looks like we're going to get a timeout here on the floor. So we'll take a quick timeout with them as well. Thanks for joining us, folks, wherever you are. I hope you're having a good night. We'll be right back here.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
Alrighty, folks, back here tied up at 15. It will be Shelbyville Dragons serve after the timeout. Tied up at 15 here. J.Lee Jones ready to bring it here for Shelbyville. Serve coming across. It's going to be out of bounds on the serve. 16-15. Gary now. And a good job every time on serve here, so they'll get it back. Coming in here is going to be Woodfin. I guess Kylie Woodfin back there, ready to serve it up, and she does. Corey Lawson set it up over there, and Sydney tried to save it. It's coming over here towards the pole, and they tried to save it out of play, and it will be 17-15 as the Lady Bobcats now take a 2-point lead here. And back there once again for serve. Kylie Woodfin. Send it across. That's going off of Benton's hands and out of play. 18-15 now. Check it back in, Katie Hartley for Lady Dragons. Woodfin back ready for serve once again. Bohannon set up ahead here. Lawson tapping it across. Oh, and a nice little job right there by dropping it in by Woodfin. Bohannon took a little bit too step back and then tried to step forward and not able to catch up to it. 19-15. Woodfin continue with the serve. That's been the advantage here. Serve for. That is out. I don't think anybody touched it over there. But nice try, strong shot there by Lawson, but it goes out. Woodfin continuing. Rack up points here in the second set with a serve. Bring it into the back line. Harley sends it up ahead. Smith saves it. Tap up there. Now the Dragons. Lawson. They get it back here. Send it over. Harley. Too strong on that back corner over there. And up now. 21-15 here in the second set. Lady Bobcats of Gary. That's Catherine Philly, number 9. I had that as Woodfin. I'm sorry, folks. That is Catherine Philly, number 9 back there. That 9 and 8 look pretty similar back on that back line back there. So 21-15 is the score here. As we got a little bit of a injury timeout here for the Lady Dragons, but everybody's going to be okay. J.Lee Jones popping right back up. Maybe just taking a little bit of a breather. So it will be Catherine Philly back once again here for the serve. She's done a great job here. Now up 21-15. Lawson, a little give and go here, sends it over to the far side, and it's going to be points for Gary as it does just, or should I say, point for Shelbyville, is it just does stay inside the line right there. So Shelbyville definitely needed that point so they can get the serve back. And they get back there and ready for serve. Looks like it'll be Corey Lawson. For the Lady Dragons, ready to go. Centered across, high return here. Staying on the Bobcat side. We'll hand it. Harley. Giving it a good shot here, but it's good saved by the Bobcats. Lawson looking for a little give and go. They're going to give it to Harley here. She's going to get in on the kill shot for Katie Harley. 21-17 as Lady Dragons trying to crawl back in here in this second set. Stutz is the serve back there. Not Lawson. Here we go, Stutz with the shot. Oh, and a nice job getting to the back line and not able to get there. Our Lady Bobcats. Stutz closing that gap for the Lady Dragons. Stutz once again ready to go. Serve. Back line now once again trying to get it back out here to Myron. She'll get it across. Lawson with a nice touch pass over the net once again from the backside, and it is down, and it is point for the Dragons. So Stutz once again now the Lady Dragons coming along here in a serve as they are climbing back in this one as they were down by 6 a while ago, now only down by 2. See if they can keep the momentum going. As Woodfin sends it across. Lawson trying to get that tap, but back into Lawson. She saves it up high. And back over to McDonald. Sends it over into Bobcat territory. Here they come across. Bohannon saving it off the back line. Harley over. Smith off the second shot. Nice job getting it over there by the Bobcats. Another good volley going on by both these teams. Here we go. Sydney Mack saves it, but that third shot's going to be out. And it's going to go point to Lady Bobcats. Another great volley there by both these squads. Lady Bobcats going to get the serve. And going back there to serve now, Molly Powell for Lady Bobcats. Sending it back across. Harley. Kill shot too strong. Can't get anybody to tip it on the other end. And it's now 23-19. Powell. Bohannon. Lawson. Too strong. Nice job staying away from it. There is Powell on that backside. And now Powell. Set point here. Hardy sent it in there and got low, but a nice job digging it out by the Lady Bobcats. They save it, and the Lady Dragons had an opportunity there, but they lose it. And it's going to be a win here for the Bobcats as they now take 2-0. And we'll take a break, and we'll be right back here, folks, as we're ready to go for the third set is on the way. The Shelbyville Dragons is going to have to get in that one to extend this match coming up here on a NETSN. Already, folks, are back here. Set number 3 underway, and the Lady Dragons have the serve to start off here in set number 3. All right, Jaylee Jones getting started here. 3-0 now, Lady Dragons. Sending it back across. That's going to be too strong, too long there on the serve. And the Lady Bulldogs Lady Bobcats get their first points of the match. And they will get the serve as well. Going back to serve. Lady Bobcats. Nice serve there, and ace for the Bobcats. That is Kylie Woodfin, the captain for the Lady Bobcats. And she'll make it a 3-2 ball game quickly here. Woodfin brings it across. Lawson sends it up here. McDonald gets it over for the Lady Dragons. High here, nice job there, sitting across court, and there's a stay in bounds, and it does not. It goes out of bounds. Nice try there by Chapman, and a good job to watch it there by Sydney Mack go out of play. And it will now be the Lady Dragons 4-2, and they will now get to serve. Lady Dragons definitely going to have to play really good here in this set to win this set to get to the next one. Here's Stutz with the service error. Service error. Turnover on to the service error coming right back the other way there by Philly for the Lady Bobcats. Now going back, it will be Corey Lawson. Ready for serve here. It's now 5-3 for Shelbyville. Lawson on the serve, brings it across. Smith with a good job saving it there. A little bit confused by Gary, but Smith is right there to save it. Tipping it across there is Harley. And a good job saving it on that far corner, and that's going to get inbounds. And a good play there. It looked like Chapman was able to get it down the line, and Chapman gets the point for the Lady Bobcats. And it will now be Smith going back for the serve. For Gary. Hardy digging it out on the back line. Sending it across is Jones. Saving it in the middle. Stutz. Jones trying to set up Hardy. Hardy with the kill shot. Goes to the back line. Good dig out there. Hardy get it back across. Now Jones once again. Send it back to Hardy. Hardy sends it in, and Hardy with the dragon spike for the kill point. And Hardy with the point for the Lady Dragons. So now it'll be Smack. That'd be Sydney Mack. Ready for the serve. Here we go. Into Smith. Job getting, McDonald with a good shot over there, leaning in, but a little too far out in front of her, and it goes too far. And Lady Bobcats tighten up the score, 6-5. And they'll go back, and then will be Chapman back there ready to go for the serve for Gary. They lead 2-0, trying to get a 3-set win here in Shelbyville tonight. Off in the hands of Shelbyville. Now tied up at 6. And it will be Chapman back there down ready for serve once again for the Lady Bobcats. Off the back line there. It went off the chest of Gillespie. Back once again for Chapman for the Bobcats on the serve to the back line. Here we go. Stutz sets it up here for Harley. Out of play. Too strong onto the serve. Yeah. Scary once again. Keep a serve over there. Taking the lead 8-6. Here's a shot. Bohannon sends it up. Stutz sends it across. Smith digging it out. Now looking to set it up here, and they do. Send over to Soap. Soap gets it across. A nice job there by Harley. Saving it out of bounds. Putting it across. And out of play there. A little too strong by Soap. She tried to get it in there. Good job by Bohannon to stay away from it. 8-7 here in third set. Checking in. J.D. Gillespie. And it will be Katie Harley back there now ready for serve. Coming across. Brings it in. Oh, Colbert. Can't quite get it across. Back up by 2. Go the Lady Bobcats, and they'll come in here for serve. Going back to serve is going to be Kinsley Myron. Myron brings it across. Good job digging it out on the back line. Gillespie gets it over. Myron sends it up. Back into the middle of the court. Touch across for the Bobcats. Gillespie on that far side. Oh, she's able to get it in there and get it in front of the diving Myron. And it's point for Shelbyville. They'll take the serve back as well. 9-8. Because Bohannon with the serve. Smith to the net. Trying to touch it across there, but getting into the net is Chapman. Shelbyville point to tie it up at 9. Bohannon staying back there now, ready for another serve. Smith sets it up at the net here. Oh, off of the Lady Dragons, and they try to save it. They're going to good double dig out there, but he gets two in front on the shot by the Lady Bobcats. And they'll get it back as they take now the lead once again, 10-9. Soap back there now for Sir Coley Soap. Send up ahead now. Nice job, Jones, getting it across. All Lady Bobcats kind of ran into each other right there. Kind of lost track of everything as they were a little discombobulated. Here comes City Mac back into the ball game. She's coming in for Nodder. Dragons back on serve. Jones brings it across. Tied at 10. Third set. Dragons looking to get a set here tonight. Lawson. Bobcats keeping it alive. Cindy McDonald. Oh, nice job at the block at the net there, Corey Lawson. And the Lady Dragons break the tie, and they'll get the serve back. Going back there for serve, J.D. Jones. Nice job. Jones going to set it right back up here in the middle. Cindy McDonald. A good touch there by Gary. Bohannon with a good dig, and Lawson with a good job bouncing it around here onto the Lady Bobcats, and it's a point for the Lady Dragons. They'll now take a 2-point lead. Keeping the serve. J.D. Jones for Shelbyville. Bringing it across. Nice job there by Mack. Lawson brings it up. Smith getting up ahead once again. Too strong there by the Lady Bobcats. 13-10, Lady Dragons. Jones. All right, we're going to get a timeout, folks, and I know that I'm going to have to do a battery change real quick, so we're just going to leave it right here, and we'll come right back as we got a timeout on the court here on NETSN. All righty, folks, we are back here in just in time. Now Cameron was just about to run out of juice. So here we go. Jaylee Jones once again. We'll be back here for the serve for the Lady Dragons. They have a 3-point lead here in set number 3, trailing 2-0. And this home matchup here against the Lady Bobcats of Gary here tonight. Bobcats trying to get it. Oh, nice. Spike for the point. There that's a beautiful kill shot there. Is that Woodfin over there? Looks like that's who it was. Beautiful kill shot by Woodfin for the Lady Bobcats. They'll take the serve back. See if they can get those points. A little too strong on the serve. 3-point lead here as the substitutions coming in for Coach Rupp. And now going back here, it'll be Stutz will go back, and she'll be ready for serve here for the Lady Dragons. Bobcats trying to get the return. Lawson trying to get the touch, but she saves it once again, but a good job. Stutz now got to get it across. Jones does. Smith done a great job. I'll tell you what, little Barrel Smith for Gary Bobcats. She's probably going to be my player of the game. She's just done an excellent job here tonight. Good shot there. That's going to be out of bounds. It hit the line. It hit the line. And they're going to say that was Gary Bobcats' points, as they called it on the line there, inside the line. So back to Gary now for serve. Lady Bobcats bringing it in. Bohannon, Jones, Lawson brings it across, but a good dig out there by the Bobcats. Get to the back line there for Bohannon. Oh, nice job. A good block at the nets. I gotta say that was Shelbyville into the net. Gonna call Harley into the net right there. Give that points to the Lady Bobcats. So Lady Bobcats will serve once again. Lady Woodfin. I'm sorry. I almost meant this is Philly. Philly on the serve. Out of bounds. Can I say it was on the line or it was out? All right, so we got a double thumbs up over there. So we're going to rerun it there. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. So replay of that one. Here we go. Still 14-13. Lady Dragons trying to do what they can. Get this one going here. Oh, what a great save here for the Bobcats if they get it across. Oh, what a good job by the Bobcats. That was all the way back to the back half of the gym there, folks. And it's a great save there by the Bobcats. And Harley gets a good strike on it and a good swing. Bobcats tried to save it, but it's out of bounds. And it will be Shelbyville ball and point for the Lady Dragons. They're going to lead at 15-13. It will be Corey Lawson, and we'll go back now, and she'll be ready for the serve here for the Lady Dragons. Lawson sends it too strong. But now it goes back to the Lady Bobcats. And I tell you, they've been dangerous on serve here tonight. And Smith, the libero, has just been great for Gary. She's in setting ready now for serve. Harley set it up ahead now. Katie. Nice strike there, but can't get it past Smith. And into the net goes Chapman, and it's point for the Lady Dragons. So now it'll be smack. Sydney McDonald will go back forward the serve here for Shelbyville. Up ahead. Across in the middle, Bohannon. McDonald. Nice try there by Hardy, but that's the third shot. It's going to get down, and it will go back to the Lady Bobcats. They'll get the points. Get a little bit closer here, make it at 16-15, and they'll get to serve. Going back to serve is going to be Bella Chapman. She'll go back there to serve for Lady Bobcats. Now with a chance to take the lead. And we're going to get a timeout here onto the floor by Coach Burkhart. So we're going to take a timeout right along here with them, folks. So stay with us as we're having a timeout on the floor. Make sure I get everybody in here. Who do I need to get in there? Oh, I need to do this right here. We'll get a timeout. I want to take one with them.
Over the years, most of us have collected a lot of stuff, but where is all that stuff? Down home. So when it starts piling up, you go with Down Home Storage, climate-controlled place for your down home stuff.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here. It is Gary Lady Bobcats serve. Back to serve will be Bella Chapman. They now traded by one, but they lead 2-0 here tonight in Shelbyville. And once again, I want to say a big thank you to my good friends down there at Plates of Grace for the food. I tell you what, it's been a long, crazy day, and I just called Miss Terry up and said, hey, I just need to get a burger and fries on the grab and go. I'm headed to Shelbyville, and I'm hungry. And they hooked me up with a big old glass of tea and everything I needed. I really do appreciate it. And so that's where we are here tonight. So Plates of Grace, you get to stop by there and enjoy some of that good food, please do. All righty, we got a little bit of a conversation going on out here. I'll give you a chance to talk about what we got coming up here. See, Thursday is our area game of the week for football. We'll be in Hemphill, at West Sabine. Woo. Next couple weeks going to be crazy. Here we are back to action. Gary serve, and Chapman sends it. Hardy gets it up there. Stutz back to Hardy. Now gets it across. Smith. Chapman back to Smith. She pushes it over. Hardy. Stutz, Harley. Smith with another great dig for the Lady Cats. Oh, and that's a nice spike for the kill. Good job there by Kylie Woodfin. She gets the big point there to tie this thing up. And back once again, Bella Chapman will go back and be ready for serve. Send it across, Harley. Ready to go. Colbert gets it over. Oh, another nice save. Now Smith gets it over. That's a great job here by the Lady Bobcats of Gary. Harley. Kick it in. Colbert. That's what Colbert, they're going to catch Colbert with the double hit there. Colbert's going to get called with the double hit. So that'll stay with the Lady Bobcats. They send it over. Send it up ahead. Colbert gets it across. Smith now up in here. Chapman. Oh, that's off of Colbert's hands. And that's going to be Gary Lady Bobcat points. I've got 18, but Coach has got 17, so we're gonna go with what Coach has. Okay, there we go. 17-16, once again, serving for Lady Bobcats. It's going to be into the net. Tying it back up here at 17 apiece. So now that'll put Katie Harley back there ready for serve. Checking in Gillespie, checking out Stutz for Coach Rupp. Tied up at 17. Hardy sends it in. over the head of the back line and out of play. 18-17 there. That'll give the serve back here to Gary. As Kinsley Myron now be ready for a serve for Lady Bobcats. Myron sends it across. Good job there on the back line, digging it out and trying to save it. It gets right into the referee up there by Gillespie. Now 2-point lead here for Lady Bobcats. Back once again, Myron. Bringing the serve off the top of the nets, and that counts. It could go off the net there. Got to be ready for it, and diving in there, trying to dig it out was Nodder, but just not able to catch up to it. So Myron once again sending it across off the top of the net, using that net to her advantage here. Those three serves, didn't you? Oh, and that was too far strong there, and it'll go out of play. That's a nice try there by Gillespie, but she tried to get it across court, and it was out. Oh, they're going to say it was in. On the referee on this side says it was in. So that'll go back for Shelbyville. Lady Dragons now will get a serve here. Lady Bobcats now trying to get it across. Send it over to the back line here. And Jones finds Lawson. Now Gary. Get back over here. Lawson trying to get on the tip across, but nice job there by the Lady Dragons as they get it to within one. Back to serve. Bohannon. The Lady Dragons got to do everything they can here as they are down 2-0. Trying to get their first set here tonight. Back over Bohannon. It's going to be out. Oh, a nice job there by the Lady Dragons to get it, but it may be too strong. Smith saves it on the back line. She might have let that one go. Might have been out, and that one's going to get out on Gary. I tell you what, the Lady Dragons got lucky there. And they'll tie it up at 20. Woo. Bohannon. Bringing it. Send it into Smith on the backside. She'll line it up here after the net, bringing it over. Nodder trying to set up Lawson, and a great block at the net from by Coley Soap. And the Lady Bobcats get the serve back. Serve on the way. Bohannon touches up ahead here to Jones. Jones to Lawson. Lawson, not a very good hit there on to try to get the kill shot. And it goes off the side of her hand. It's got a 2-point advantage here for the Lady Bobcats with Soap back for serve. Sending it over in the middle there. Nice job there getting it across. And that may be Gary in the net. So that's going to send a point over to Shelbyville. And the serve back across as well. As River Wilkinson is in the game here now for Shelbyville as well. We're ready for serve. Jones brings it across. Gary with a 1-point lead here. Jones sends it in. Smith. Touch across there by Chapman. Wilkinson all the way back. Great volleys by both of these teams. They don't expect another one here, and that's up into the net there as Molly Powell not able to catch up to that one. It's tied at 22. Jones will serve for Lady Dragons. Sends it over. Gary. Ouch. Out of play there. Gary too strong onto the return. Lady Dragons now with a 1-point lead. And they continue with the serve. Jaylee Jones into the net there, tying it back up at 23. Cannot have those service errors this late when you're trying to win your first match. You're down 2. Those service errors, you just cannot have those, and those will make a coach go crazy. Ready for serve once again here for the Lady Bobcats of Gary. Tied up at 23. Lawson sends it in. But a good job saving it for the Bobcats. Want to get across at will. Gillespie. Send it over to Lawson. Lawson back to Smith. Smith up inside here now. Powell, but another good job here by the Lady Bobcats. But it gets too far on the return. And now a 1 point away from this set here for Shelbyville. As they'll get to the serve back. Checking back in, Katie Harley. And going back to serve will be Stutz for Shelbyville and the Lady Dragons. We're going to get a timeout on the court, so we'll take a quick timeout with them as well. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back here on NETSN. Alrighty, folks, are back here. 24-23 Shelbyville with the lead here. 1 point lead as they're trying to hang on and get this third set. As they're trying to 2-0 right here. And you got the two referees having a conversation over on the far side. Not quite sure about what. Looks like the conversation. Trying to check in on points here, checking on with the clock, not quite for sure. All right, little reminder though, folks, we will be back next Tuesday in Center, as it'll be St. Augustine and Center. And tell you what, St. Augustine has got Mrs. Coach Barnes back over there, and a new coach over there for Center as well, Coach Brown. The Center AD has told lots of good things about the new coach there for Center. They were an up-and-coming squad last year. Same thing for Shelbyville. I'm sorry, for St. Augustine. And both those teams are really coming up. They got new coaches this year, so it's going to be really big for them. And should be a good matchup next week whenever we are in Center at the Coliseum for St. Augustine taking on Center. Coming up this week for our games of the week, let's see, we have it'll be Joaquin at Beckville at Joaquin Thursday. Spring Hill will be in Center on Friday night. Lots of games on the NETSN app. Make sure you get our app, check it all out. As you can see, folks, we got some conversation going on down here. We're going to do this here. It's been going on for a little bit here, talking to the clock operator and one of the referees for this match. 24-23, Lady Dragons have a 1 point lead. I don't know, maybe they're counting to see if the point totals are right. I'm not quite sure. All right, so we got to say something was his fault or whatever. Still talking about it. Now he'll go over to the other side and have a chat with the other. All right, so final discussions are over, it looks like. Okay, so do we have what we're doing? All right, so now Shelbyville is trying to get this third set. Here comes the serve. High job here for Bobcats. Bobcats going to set it. Bohannon sends it up ahead. Oh, nice job there by the Lady Dragons to get it across. Smith. Bobcats back to Bohannon. Lawson. Smith with another great dig, and that's going to do it there. The Lady Dragons are going to get their first set here, 25-23 here in the third set. But I tell you, they really needed this one for sure. So, Lady Dragons get themselves their first set. Going to have to really fight it out here. The fourth set is on the way, so we'll be right back here, folks. Stay with us. We'll be right back here on a NETSN.
It doesn't matter if you need a truck tire or if you need a car tire. If you need a tire, you call Joaquin Tire. Joaquin Tire Shop provides new and used tires, along with oil changes and 24-hour road service. Stop and see them on Highway 7 in Joaquin.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
That's all right. Yeah, the thumb's getting a good little workout here. So we'll go back and forth. We'll get it back to zeros. That's going to go to the Lady Bobcats of Gary. So, all right, here we go. And Gary now trying to take a 2-0 lead. And a lot of volume going on now with the Lady Bobcats. Did a good job there on the back line in this fourth set. Coming in, Bohannon. Set it up here, try to get Mack in, and she sends it over. Smith went out to get it across, and Bohannon coming off the back line, save it up there, Gillespie for Jones. Jones gonna find a soft spot in the zone, and the Lady Dragons gonna pick up another point right there. Now they will go back and they will get serving here. Going back to serve is going to be Stutz. She'll go back to serve here for Lady Dragons. Here comes the serve. On the way. Smith digging it out. Set it up here. Set it all the way across. Off of the hands of the Lady Dragons, but they save it. That's a nice job there by Philly. She gets the set back up here. Philly to get it once again. And off the hands there of the defense, Katie Harley. Point towards Gary. Tying it up at 2. Substitution coming in. That is going to be Corbin Woodfin. She'll come in here for Myron. And it will be Gary, Lady Bobcats on the serve. Powell bringing it across. Nice job there by Harley. Jack the spike for the kill. Now at 3-2. Corey Lawson going to go back for the serve here for Shelbyville. And Lady Dragons trying to get this fourth set and force a fifth set here. This Lady Bobcats this evening. Hardy sending it over. Nice job digging it out on the far side, but couldn't get it in the right direction there for Chapman. So it's point for Shelbyville. Lawson. See if she can get a few points here while she's back there on serve for Shelbyville. Oh, and off of the back line there, and a point. Shelbyville take those service error points, whatever you get. I should say, I guess that wasn't a service error. That's more of a, I don't know if you could call that an ace, but it's a point Shelbyville nonetheless, right? So there we go. 5-2. Lawson brings it across. Smith sends it up high. Now ready to push it over is Woodfin. Woodfin does. Smack sends it back over here to Harley. Harley into the net. 5-3. Now it'll be Molly Powell back for a serve for the Gary Bobcats. Pushing it across. There we go. Harley send it to the back. Myron gets it up. Over to Woodfin. Now they'll get it across to the Lady Bobcats. Hannon getting over here now to Harley. Harley has to go off of the hands there. Nice try on the block by Woodfin, but Harley gets a good block there off the side of their hand and out of play, and it goes point for Shelbyville. So they now go up 6-3. Their biggest lead in this set or the set before. Haven't had more than a 3-point lead since that second set. Coming across here. And nice job there by Colbert at the net for Shelbyville. So Set up Hardy. Hardy sends it back to the back line. Myron gets it out to Smith. Smith up to the front. Bring it up to Chapman. Chapman too strong. Shelbyville points. Smack back there for serve for Shelbyville. That's Sidney McDonald. Myron up into the front line. Now sends it back out here to Chapman. Chapman. McDonald saves it. And then across Hardy. Colbert. Good job. Another good job here by Woodfin for Gary. Touch it across. A little touch passes back and forth here, trying to get the other team off of their mark there. And Bella Chapman tried to get a good shot there, but just a little too far underneath it. And the point goes to Shelbyville. First 5-point lead in a while here for the Lady Dragons. Sydney back there once again. Doing a good job here on serve, so she can keep it going for Shelbyville. Smith set up in the middle here. Get it across. Jones Colbert brings it over. Smith. Oh, and right into the net there. Soap. Coley Soap. Got a good beat on it. It's not too far underneath it. Can't get it over the net. And the Lady Dragons now up by 6. And smack with the shot on the serve. Getting it across. Oh, third shot, Bella Chapman not able to get a good hit on that one to get it back over on the third shot. And the Lady Dragons pick it up an easy point right there. And it is now 10-3 as we got a timeout on the floor. So we'll take a timeout with them right here on a NETSN. Alrighty, we're back here now. Lady Dragons up 10-3 here and trying to keep the momentum going here in this fourth set as they need this one to force set number 5 here tonight. And a nice job by the Lady Dragons to save it. Oh, what a good job there by the Lady Dragons saving it on the back line. Harley. Colbert back to Harley. Just inside the line. Oh, no, they're going to say it is outside the line. Well, it was outside the line. So it's going to be a substitution coming in here. Notter's coming in for McDonald. And the serve will go back over here to Gary. At first they said it was point for Shelbyville. And now they say point Gary. So Gary will get the serve. Notter going to set it up in the middle there. Oh, and a nice tip across there by Heidi Stutz. Lady Dragons get the serve back once again. Katie Hardy will go back and serve for Shelbyville. Going off the hands there. Nice job there by the Lady. Oh, boy, I tell you, Myron got saved by Smith, and then Myron gets it back. And oh, there's another great save by Smith. The libero for Gary is a great player. Harley send it over. Harley once again at the net. Nice little touch across. Point Gary. And that's a point that they really needed. They were down by 7, now down by 6. Checking in the ball game will be Wilkinson for Shelbyville. Myron going back for serve for Lady Bobcats. Trying to climb back into this one as they're down 11-5 here in set number 4. The Lady Dragons trying to win set 4 to 4, set 5. 2-1 here. Gary got the first 2 sets. Some points for Gary right there. And once again, oh, nice job. The Lady Dragons weren't quite ready there in the middle. They got one hit on it, but then ball got away from them there. So it's now 11-7 as Myron in on the serve. It's going to bring it in. It's going to be good for the shot inside the line. Lady Dragons not quite liking that call. Called by the corner judge says it was in. And point for Gary, 11-8. Now here comes Myron once again. That one's up high off the back. Gonna have to send it back in. And Colbert gets it across for the Dragons. Up high on the Gary side. Powell sends it over. Sorry, that's Philly. And a good job once again here. And now Myron, I have to get it across on the third hit. It won't go. The Lady Dragons get that point and get the serve back here. Trying to do everything they can to win this fourth set. So Bohannon in for service now for Shelbyville. Colbert checks out, gets a break. Lawson back in for Coach Rupp. Nice job on the return. Got it over to the defenders. Oh, there's Corey Lawson with that beautiful back touch pass, but this time it is dug out by Gary. Bohannon sends up here trying to find Lawson. Lawson off of the hands, but a good dig by Smith. Boy, I tell you what, that young lady has been some good job here tonight. Here's Corey Lawson once again to the touch. Oh, another great job by the Lady Bobcats to get it off of the net and keep it going. Lawson going to find Gillespie. She'll send it over. Myron. Chapman. Touch back across here by Gary. A good volley going on by both these teams. Once again, that's going to get down there. Good job by Corey Lawson. She found the spot down in front of everybody. And it now goes to 13-8. Lady Dragons back up by 5. Bohannon on the serve after a good long volley right there. Keeping it going here for Shelbyville and Gary. Off the hands of the block. Lawson had to go into the defender, but it came off. But there's a double hit there by Lawson, so it'll go back on the serve. We'll go back to Gary as the Lady Bobcats pick up another point here to get back to within 4. It will be a libero. That is Madison Smith, who's played a phenomenal game for Gary. She's back here now for serve. Bohannon going to set up in the middle. Lawson bringing it over. Chapman to Smith. Smith. Bohannon. Lawson with a beautiful touch over. Gary right there ready for it. I'll tell you, some great net play here by both these squads on their front. Just good blocks and picking the ball up off the net. They've had a few on both sides that have got away from them, but I tell you, they've done a great job. Oh, that one, Myron didn't get a good swing on that one, and it gets away from her, and that's going to go back to Shelbyville. And the Shelbyville now going to be up 14-9. Going back to serve, Jaylee Jones. No, Miss Tater's probably watching. Tater Jones, if you're watching. Miss Tater, how are you? Watching JD out here. Oh, and that was out there, and that's going to be a point for JD Jones on serve. Dragons trying to do everything they can. They're trying to get it as far away as they can here from the Lady Bobcats in this one. They want to get to set number 5. Bringing it over. Myron gets it up ahead here. Chapman over to Powell. Powell gets it over. Lawson. Smith. Another good job here by Gary getting it back. Sydney McDonald gets it over. Bohannon. Oh! Tried to set up someone there, and there's an empty spot there in front of the net. And the Lady Dragons turn it back over. 15-10 here in set number 4. And here comes Woodfin for the serve. Oh, another good shot going down. Might have got off of one of the hands there of the Lady Dragons, and it's point for the Lady Bobcats of Gary. So staying back there for the serve, Kylie Woodfin. And I'll tell you, a couple times tonight, she has racked up some points on serve here as Woodfin. There's another one right there. It's just a soft little floater, gets over the net. Lawson couldn't come up on that back line, had to come up for it, and not able to get there. Tying it to a 3-point deficit now. Woodfin. Back in the back line there to Bohannon. Sydney Mack, too strong. So the Lady Bobcats creeping right back in here as Woodfin bringing the serve. Oh, and it's a soft serve once again, but a nice job digging it out there by Wilkinson. She did a great job there. Get it to Mack, and Sydney got it across. Nice try to touch it back over there by Notter. Looks like her momentum was carrying her towards the sideline there. She didn't get a good hit on it. And it goes point two. The Lady Bobcats have a chance now to tie it up here. Woodfin on the serve. Touches it across. Woodfin gets it back out now. Off of the hands there of Philly. She didn't have a good stance. Kind of lost her footing. And back up now by two. Go the Lady Dragons. They'll get the serve going back there to serve with it. Is going to be Stutz. See if she can get the lead back here for the Lady Dragons in set number 4. Touching it over, back and forth. McDonald gets it across. Trying to set it up here in the middle. Powell gets it over for Gary. There's Harley. Strong on the shot, the kill shot. Too strong out there. Point. Gary getting back to within one are the Lady Bobcats. And now going back there ready for serve is going to be Catherine Philly. She'll be back there so she can tie this up. Lady Dragons want to get that serve back. Bohannon, Lawson, McDonald, Smith. Keeping it going here. Oh, Bohannon with a nice try to dig there, but it looks off of the front of her hands and not able to get Sydney Mack underneath it. And it goes to a tie ball game here. Tied up at 16, and the Gary Lady Bobcats have done an excellent job coming back whenever they've been down and taking advantage of serves. And they've done a good job of that here tonight. Bohannon up ahead. Dragons get it across. Nice job sending it to the back there by Powell. At the line, going to get out of bounds there off of one of the Lady Bobcats. It's going to be point for Shelbyville. And they'll get the serve back. Corey Lawson will now go back and be ready to serve here for Lady Dragons. Up by one here, set number 4. Shot on the way. Myron up ahead here. Powell, that's going to go off of Mack, but a good save there by Lawson, but too far up ahead. And Colbert was not in the right position to get that one off the carom. And it goes back to the Lady Bobcats as they now tie it back up at 17. And going back here will be Powell for service for Bobcats. Up ahead. Colbert going to get it over. That's going to be too strong. Out of bounds. So now taking the lead by one, 18-17. Powell bringing the serve. Up ahead, Bohannon. Tipping it back. Harley gets it across. Colbert back over. Good job there by the Bobcats. Some good swings here, keeping it on their end and get it across. Colbert with a skill shot, but a good job digging it out by Powell on the back line. Another good job digging it out on the other side here by Bohannon. Get up ahead, Harley sends it across. Myron digging it up here, setting it up for Bobcats. They push it across. Harley with the kill shot in the start. That's the Dragon spike for the point. And the Lady Dragons get the serve back and they tie it back up at 18 here. As they went to 27-25 in the first set for Gary. They won it 25-21 the second. Shelbyville wins the third, 25-23. So here we go as Smack gets it across. Bobcats looking to get it back across here. Bohannon. Jones. Oh! Off of Smith. Don't see her miss too many of those. She went off of that one. That was Jones with a heck of a spike shot right there. And a little too strong for Smith on the other side. Back up by one, go with the Lady Dragons. Smack. Sydney Mack in there now for the serve. Myron off the backhand there, and it's a 2-point lead now for Shelbyville. So McDonald Going to keep it rolling here. And set number 4. Smith sets it up here to the front line. Pushing across his Soap. Bohannon, McDonald, Colbert, Myron, Woodfin. Now they get it over here now to Mac. Harley. Good block at the net, and a nice job there by the Lady Bobcats, but I think one hit too many, maybe getting into the net there a little bit. And it's now a 3-point lead here for Shelbyville. As Sidney Mack keeping the serve. We've got a timeout here, so we'll take one with them here. So stay with us, folks. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Whether it's with family and friends or just some time to yourself, summer is better on the water. And Farmer State Bank has exactly what you need to make those dreams come true. Learn more at fsbctx.bank.
At Aurora Concepts, we offer full-service primary care. And we provide physicals for student athletes for every sport. Aurora Concepts, let us take care of you.
Alrighty, folks, back here after the timeout. Lady Dragons looking to get this 4th set to force that 5th one. A few points away here. Got to hold off this tough Lady Bobcat squad. And it's Sidney McDonald with the serve here. 21-18 Dragons here in this 4th set. Nice little soul serve, but a good job digging it out by Smith. The Dragons have it here, trying to get it back across. Harley, long shot to the backside. Dig it out by Myron. Bobcats get it back over. Jones setting up Harley. Harley too strong on the kill shot. So back to Gary. And the Lady Bobcats will get to serve here. As they close the gap to a 2-point deficit, it will be Bella Chapman going back for here's Chapman on the serve. Send it back across is Harley. All the way back out. That's going to be too long and out of play there. And I go point for Shelbyville. Giving back the serve to Katie Harley. And she'll come in, be ready to serve now for Shelbyville, leading at 22-19. Sending it across. Myron digs it out. Going to give it up to Smith. Smith throws it up ahead. Bobcats get it over. Dragons get to Colbert off of the hands there of Soap. Oh, Colbert. Good job at the line, at the net there by Colbert. And this time Woodfin can't get it across. Shelbyville points. And now they lead it by 4 here as Katie Harley will go back. And ready for serve once again. Harley sends it across. Smith. Set up ahead there to Soap. Soap's going to find a spot there. Soap will get the point for the Lady Bobcats here. And 23-20s will get a rotation coming here. Kinsley Myron coming in. Looks like Nodder coming in for Coach Rupp on the other side. Into the nets. Service error point there for the Lady Dragons. I'll take that one as they get closer. So winning set number 4 here, Bohannon. Ready to bring it here, try to get this set up by 4, 24-20. Bobcats trying to say no here, And a little run into each other right there, and that's just an unfortunate incident there for the Lady Bobcats as they will now. Oh, sorry, that was where that one goes. So we'll go back right there. So it was a 4th set win here for the Shelbyville Lady Dragons as they win it now, as they win set number 4, 25-20. I had that one backwards, 25-20. So now we're going to a 5th set. So 5th set is on the way, folks. Sit back and relax and get ready for it. We'll get this thing all set up and we'll be ready to go here. We'll be right back here on a NETSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Shelby Savings Bank has come a long way since it was established in 1982, and the good folks that work at Shelby Savings Bank really enjoy doing things in the community and for the community. And they would like to encourage everyone to please shop local. For all your banking needs, please visit these wonderful Shelby Savings Bank locations, with 2 locations in Center, locations in St. Augustine, Palestine, and Lindale.
Raymond Motor Company, just off the square in downtown Center, where you'll find the friendliest of sales folks. Whether you're looking for a new SUV for the family or a brand new truck, Raymond Motors has a great service department and a huge selection of used vehicles. Raymond Motor Company, just off the square in downtown Center.
All righty, folks, we're back here ready to go for the 5th set, tied up here at 2. 2 sets went to the Gary Lady Bobcats. They win the first set 27-25 and then 25-21. Third set goes to the Shelbyville Lady Dragons. They win at 25-23 and the 4th set 25-20. So we will go to a 5th set here, and it is a race to 15. And you got to win by 2, of course, so whoever gets to 15 first here is going to win this. And we're going to, I think we should be okay with that over there. I'm hoping that my battery up there is okay. We're going to check it out. Should be all right. I do believe. But we're going to give it a quick check, all right, folks? Hang on. All righty, folks, we're back here ready to go. Just underway for the 5th set, and there's a good serve there. It's an ace serve for the captain, Kylie Woodfin of the Lady Bobcats to give them a 1-0 lead here to start off. So here we go. That's up high for Shelbyville. And there's Harley trying to get it across, see if they can answer that 1 point back. Up ahead here. Dragons touching it over. Smith send it up here for the front line. Now back over to the Dragons. A lot of great volleys here between these two teams. There's a good job there by Philly. But the Dragons are able to hold it. Powell saving it there, and a nice job at the net. Now here's Lawson once again trying to get it out deep. And Smith digging it up far. Up ahead now, and it's going to be off of Lawson. And a great job at the net once again by Corey Lawson. Push it up ahead. There's Lawson. Going to be too strong on that kill shot. Well, I'll tell you what, another great volley here by both of these squads. And Corey just a little too strong there, maybe been a little bit amped up there after some good blocks there at the net. 2-0. Gary onto the serve, sends it up here to Lawson, now going over to Jones. Jones to Lawson. Lawson going to have it go right back to her there. And a nice job at the net there by Philly and Powell for the Lady Bobcats. They take a quick 3-0 lead here in set number 5. First to 15, winning by 2 here in set number 5. Woodfin. It's a good serve. Lawson, oh, well, I tell you what, that was a great save there by the Lady Dragons. They needed that one. Long one on the one. Oh, my goodness. Bohannon might have been best to let that one go, but it gets behind her. Back high of her hand there, and it's going to be point for Lady Bobcats. They'll go up 4-0 here into this set. Here's Woodfin once again, centered it over. She's got a nice little soft serve out there. Finds a spot sometimes. Good job there by the Lady Dragons to get that one back across. Nodder set it up there for Shelbyville. Oh, what a nice shot there. Trying to push it a hard one across here by Philly. The Lady Dragons right there for it. Both these teams have been answering some of these big shots. Oh, that's a good touch shot there at the net there by Powell. 5-0. Lady Bobcats here in the 5th set. Lady Dragons trying to find a way to get that back away from them here. Here's Woodfin on the serve. Getting it back across Nodder up front. Jones sends it back deep. Smith into the net there as Powell and Philly kind of working together there at the net. And I'm not quite sure they're on the call together, but it's going to say, okay, 5-0 is where we are. And it's a serve on the way here for the Lady Bobcats. Lawson off of the hands there of the defender on the other side. That's what you got to do. You got to climb that ladder. You got to see if you can get over those blockers there. And Lawson does with that one and gets the Lady Dragons their first points here of this 5th set. They lost the first 2, won the last 2. See if they could get this one. Jaylee Jones in there ready for serve for Dragons. Up ahead. Smith. Send it all the way back across. Bohannon. Lawson gets it back off the net. And no call there at the net. Then Lady Bobcats thought she was too far in the net. Lawson saves it up there once again. Now Lawson sends it in. It goes off of the defender Powell on the other side of Corey Lawson. The Dragons spike for the kill point. Lady Dragons will keep serve. Here comes Jones with the serve. Get it back across there. Oh, Gillespie got a piece of it. Tipped around there, but it goes back to the Lady Bobcats of Gary, up 6-2 now. And going back here, that's going to be Catherine Philly. Tell you what, these Lady Bobcats, when they got the serve, they have just done some damage. That's another one right there. That one goes off of Wilkinson. It's another point for Gary. They're up 7-2 quickly here in this last set. Back once again, ready for serve, Catherine Philly. So Philly bringing it. Bohannon digging it out on the back. Send it up ahead here, trying to find Lawson. Lawson gets a block at the net. Good job at the net there by Powell. The Lady Dragons do get it across. Powell hits it up. And that's going to be into the net on the Lady Dragons side, they're going to say. And it's going to be point Gary. 8-2. Philly back ready to serve once again. Bringing it across. Hardy. Lawson. Smith digs it off the backside here. Sets it back up. Now got to get it across. Smith doing a good job and does it. Lawson up to Jones. Jones sends it over. And Gary Great job there by the Lady Bobcats. Harley saves it on the back line. Get up ahead here. Lawson ends it on another good save. It's off the roof. And good job by Gary. But then it's the spike for the kill point. Corey Lawson with the big point right there. Off of the roof. Gary Lady Bobcats saving it. Great play there by both teams. Lady Dragons back with Stutz back there now with the serve here. Stutz bringing it up just over the net. Harley, Jones, Lawson with the touch. Smith set it up here in front. And it goes off. Good job there by Mack and Lawson. And good job Harley coming in behind and taking care of it and getting the point for the Lady Dragons. They're going to have to crawl back in here now, cut that lead in half. And it's Stutz for the serve off of Myron. So, position foul there against the Lady Bobcats. And here we go with Stutz on another serve as the Lady Dragons trying to climb up in here. 8-5 now. And a nice job there at the net by Lawson and Harley. All they're going to say the Lady Dragons were in the net. And they're going to say it's Lady Bobcat point. And they'll get it back here. And now going back is going to be Smith, the libero. She'll be back there to serve for the Lady Bobcats. Set it up ahead here. Nice job on the cross court. Get it back now. Smith, get it up in here. Going to get it across. Myron does. Jones to Lawson. Lawson, good job digging it out there by Woodfin. Lawson finds another spot there. The Dragon spot for the kill points. And the Dragons hanging on here. Every little point counts here, being down and now in this fifth set. 9-6, Corey Lawson for the serve for Shelbyville. Gets it across. Myron with the hit up to Smith. Smith. Now they get it across here with Woodfin. Colbert back in the game. Harley on the end. Stays inside the line. Point Shelbyville. Corey Lawson on serve. 1 point at a time here. Try to get at least tied up. Shot on the way. Myron gets it to Smith. Smith now got to get it across. Woodfin does. Back to Lawson. To Jones. Going to set up Harley. Harley gets it in the middle, but a good dig there by Soap. Crossed by Woodfin. Soap at the top. Colbert with a good return. And the Lady Bobcats just hitting on the backside there. And the Lady Bobcats now up by 1, and a good job there by Shelbyville as they tighten the score to make it 9-8. And we got a timeout on the court. So we'll take a quick timeout with them. You're watching Shelbyville and Gary on the NETSN.
It doesn't matter if you need a truck tire or if you need a car tire. If you need a tire, you call Joaquin Tire. Joaquin Tire Shop provides new and used tires, along with oil changes and 24-hour road service. Stop and see them on Highway 7 in Joaquin.
Back here to the timeout. 9-8. Shelbyville Lady Dragons trying to get Corey Lawson into the net there on the service error. Those are just killers here, especially late. Now back up by 2. Lady Bobcats will get to serve. Going back to serve here, that is Coley Soap. Sorry, that's Bella Chapman, number 1. Soap is number 2. Get it across there for the Lady Dragons. Chapman sets it up there. Soap is in the middle of the net there for Lady Bobcats. I got it. Nice job getting it across. And there is Chapman. All the way back to Smith on the back. Chapman gets it over. Oh, Chapman into the net. And that's going to make it 10-9. Ooh, this one's going to go right down to it, folks. Smack. That'd be Sydney McDonald back ready for serve for the Lady Dragons. Down by 1. 5th set tied at 2 apiece. Here we go. Sydney with the strong serve. Send it up here. Chapman all the way across. Whitfin with the touch. Mack. Get it across. Harley. A good job there by Soap. Keeping it alive. And that'll get to Myron in the back, and that's going to tie it up at 10. Too strong onto the return. And it's a 10-10 match here. Sydney Mack in at serve. Shelbyville trying to take the lead for the first time here since 1-0 into this match. This set, I should say, sorry. Smith gets it across. Mack. Set up to Harley, I should say. Harley going to throw it across outside. Just too strong on the return on the cross court. Back up by 1 goes Gary. Looks like coming in to serve here is going to be Kinsley Myron. Check it out. Whitfin and Whitfin, 7-16. So here we go. Myron on to the serve. Nice serve. Getting it across. Oh, and just out of the reach there. A Stutz out of her reach. Oh, she's trying to jump to get it across, and she just had it out of her reach. So now, oh, sorry. 2-point lead here for the Lady Bobcats. Myron, it's going to be too long on the serve. Service error there. 12-11. It's like Katie Hardy will go back here and be the server now for Shelbyville. Hardy brings it across. Myron sends it up high there. Goes to Smith. Smith going to bring it up here to Soap. Soap gets it across. There's Jones and Nodder. Get it there for Shelbyville. Now got to get it over here for Myron, and does. Bohannon digging down. Oh, and that goes. Jones had to reach out for that one. It goes off of Colbert's face there, unfortunately. And it's now a 2-point lead here for the Lady Bobcats. And back there for serve, this is Cody Soap. Soap brings it across. Dragons get to Colbert. Nice job there by Powell at the net. She gets it back over. Good job there by Wilkinson. And that gets it across. Point. Gary going to call Shelbyville into the net there. And that's going to get it close to match point. Now here for Soap and the Lady Bobcats. Getting it across to Gillespie. Trying to set it up here. Woodfin bring it in. Nice job there by the Lady Dragons. Saving it. Gillespie gets it back across. Way back deep. Now got to get it across here. Does Woodfin. And that's low. And it can't handle it there by Bohannon. And that's going to be a win on to the match here for the Lady Bobcats. They're going to get set number 3, 15-11. Took 5 sets here tonight. It went 27-25, 25-21 for Gary. And then it went to the Lady Dragons on the other 2 as it went 25-23, 25-20. And then set number 5, 15-11 to the Gary Lady Bobcats here tonight. And what a match this was here this evening here in Shelbyville tonight. Well, I tell you, what a great one. The Gary Lady Bobcats get the match win here over Shelbyville this evening. We're going to take a quick break, folks, with our Aurora Concepts post-game show. And it is coming up, and we'll be right back here to wrap it up here on NETSN.
At Aurora Concepts, we offer full-service primary care. And we provide physicals for student athletes for every sport. Aurora Concepts, let us take care of you.
Not to say that any of the other girls did anything, but I mean, there were some good spikes. There were some good kill shots going on out there. Good defense on both sides. But I'll tell you, she played one heck of a game out there. So my player of the game is going to be Madison Smith for Gary. And for the Shelbyville Lady Dragons, well, I'll tell you what, there's a couple different ones out there. But I think we're going to give it to, let's see, where I wrote it down over here. I'm going to give it to Bailey Bohannon. She played really well there. Both Liberos played very well here today. Bailey Bohannon is our Shelbyville player of the game here tonight. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight, folks. As you saw that little promo right before we came back, Center and St. Augustine, that's where we'll be next Tuesday for our next Tuesday night volleyball game of the week. All right, folks, so we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for joining us wherever you are. Gary gets the win 3-2 over Shelbyville here tonight. I hope everyone has an awesome, blessed, and wonderful night. And remember, folks, if hate can go viral, so can love. Peace and love, everybody. We're out. Bye-bye.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Pineywood Sports Network, an affiliate of NetSN. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you.